God's timing is always better than ours. He knows exactly what we need and when we need it and how to give it to us. So the first picture, that was the very first house that we bought. I was pregnant with my twins, and when we closed on the house, they were about 6 months old. I had to quit my job because daycare for 2 infants and a 5-year-old was way too much. We spent 8 years in that house, but we fought and fought and fought to keep it because honestly, we just couldn't afford it. And by the time we could afford it, we were way too behind to even get caught back up. So it was sell or get foreclosed on. So we made the decision to go ahead and let's put it up for sale. We were going to make a pretty good profit. I figured, okay, we'll be all right. Well, 2 days before closing, I realized that about $40,000 of that profit we weren't getting because we had done a loan modification at some point in time, and I had no idea that it was another mortgage on the house. How it ended up being that much, I really don't know, but that felt like the end of the world for me. I was losing my house, my credit was shot, and we didn't have no money. Somehow, we found a rental house that was for rent by owner. And funny enough, a family member owned that house many years ago, and I grew up playing there. It wasn't perfect, but we were there for about 1.5 years. I really did not think that we would be able to buy another house. Not anytime soon anyway. But man, God had so much more in store for us. This was 2021. This was when people were fighting over houses. And I mean offering $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 over asking. But we got pre-qualified for exactly the right amount of money. And we looked at 4 houses. This house showed up, and I asked my husband, should we go look at this one? And I'll be 100%. I didn't even want to, but he was like, go look at it. So I did. I was the first person to actually tour the house. And as soon as I walked in, I knew. And honestly, I was kind of a little pissed off because I knew it needed a lot of work. It was going to take money. It was going to take time. My husband was at work, and this loan was in his name, but he told me if I felt like it was right to put the offer in. So I did. And within a few hours, our offer was accepted and they paid half of closing. Y'all, when I tell you this is only God, it could have only been God. We are in a beautiful home that I always dreamed of having my entire life. And I never thought I would be able to afford it. But here we are. So if you ever question things, just know God has a plan. And it might not be your time or the way you want it to go, but it'll happen exactly the way He wants it to.